Yes. Listen.
In the name of Jesus, we bind it.
Don't take that song lightly, yeah? No. Big tune. Yeah. Especially in this dispensation, eh? Good morning, wherever you are. It is
when we bleed the blood,
that time of morning.
When we bleed
Good morning, Grenada. Good morning to the world.
so cover your children and them.
Kitty Cat, good morning. How you doing? You good? Good morning, Veronica Sandy. Friday blessings to everyone. Good morning, GBN Grenada. Good morning, Gordon Innocent Joseph. Hi, Veronica. Catherine Phillips, good morning. Grenada, good morning. Innocent, have a blessed weekend. Same to you. Cynthia B says, good morning. Good morning to you too.
This is what to pray and say in the morning. The blood of Jesus.
Yeah. Good morning, Paddocks and family.
Blood of Jesus on you.
Yeah, that's hard to say it now, you know, big man.
Christ is the Savior.
Kay, good morning. Bree.
Plead the blood of Jesus over your money. Even before the payday, complete the blood so the money can't go.
Brittany and Caddy, good morning too.
Over your family. Plead the blood over your family.
Vero Boo, how you do?
To pray and say
Good morning, my friend.
the blood of
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we want to do that all the day, you know, all day we could do that, but there are other things that have to be done as well, you know. Good morning, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Good morning to you. I've got the cultural tip from the Cultural Foundation as we continue to look at the Moko Jumbi. Now it says the Moko Jumbi is a masquerade, meaning that the whole body must take on a disguise. In that embodiment of the Avenger spirit, they are then able to switch from the spirit world and then to the mortal world without repercussion from the evil spirit. Since they are Avengers, the evil forces are fearful of them and can do them no harm because the Moko Jumbi has risen high above to challenge the evil forces on their turf while overlooking the village or community. Today, when we see Junior hosting and his daring maneuvers, his role is to ensure that the Grenadian culture is safe and sound from foreign invasion. That has been your tip today from the Cultural Foundation, the Grenada Cultural Foundation. Good morning to you, Mr. Livingston, Nelson, and family. Teacher Selma, how do you do? You good? Nice. Good morning, Kuchim. Former teacher, Mr. Alexander. How you do, sir? You good? Nice, nice, nice. Mr. Urban Mason and family out there. How you do, Papi? You good? Munich. Nice, nice. Let's get to the word of the day. The word of the day today is the word. It's a nice word. It is a verb. It's an action word, a doing word. Ameliorate. Ameliorate. All right. A-M-E-L-I-O-R-A-T-E. It is a doing word. Ameliorate. And it is a formal word that means to make something such as a problem better or more tolerable. Ameliorate is a formal word that means to make something such as a problem better or more tolerable. Now here's how we can use the word. The council is reviewing a plan that aims to ameliorate the town's affordable housing crisis. Yeah? Nice. Good. Nadisha, good morning to you. The thought of the day. And it says, a difficult time can be more readily endured if we retain the conviction that our existence holds a purpose, a cause to pursue, a person to love, a goal to to achieve. It's kind of lengthy, but it's meaningful. A difficult time can be more readily endured if we retain the conviction that our existence holds a purpose, a cause to pursue, a person to love, a goal to achieve. Now, what this is saying in introspection is that tough times would be easier if we refocus on the purpose. Our purposes, our goals. All right? What are some of the things that we would want to accomplish? All right? We've got a cause to pursue. I've got this to get done. All right? I've got someone who is depending on my love. I've got my family to take care of. I've got, it makes life easier when you're about to quit and say, you see me, I ain't like how that boss handling me, understand? I go move out. But then when you look at the bigger picture, all right, you have plans. You're intent on renovating. You're intent on purchasing that additional piece of land behind the house to do some more. You have this person that you have to love that looks up to you, depends not just financially, but you're the idol. All right, you've got goals to achieve. The difficult times become much more easily endured if we keep those things in mind. Remember that when you're about to give up, tough times don't last. Tough people do. Remember that also, this too shall pass. All right? Okay, buzzing. We know the Maggie King of the Grill is on next weekend, next Saturday. That's the 29th at the Mount Rouge playing field. Come and join us from 12 noon as we have a fun-filled day. It's going to be a whole lot of action, a whole lot of fun. All right? Come on out and be a part of it. Don't miss it. Good food, great encounter and engagement, and it climaxes with a live show with top local / international artists. All right, the calendar of events, if we look at it, this weekend is the 17th to the 21st. Okay, the 10th would start. As a matter of fact, the Northwest Brigade is being judged tonight at the Grand Mall playing field. Going out and be a part of that. I'll give you more information as they become available as to when the 10ths are being judged. All right, so look forward to that. Nice. As a matter of fact, I think I have that information somewhere, Let me just double check here and see. Yeah, I'm supposed to have that information somewhere. Let me see where I have this. I want to give you one time. Yeah, the 10ths are being judged. Like I said, going out and be a part of that tonight. The Northwest Brigade Calypso tent. It comes to the Grand Mall playing field tonight for judging. Yeah, going out and be a part of this. It's going to be an awesome event. I can't look at it, but I'll look at it and run it to you as the morning progresses. What else is buzzing? Well, the United Kingdom government, it plans to rescind its current visa waiver agreement with Grenada and several other Caribbean countries by the end of 2023. That's according to international reports. The move primarily targets these countries offering citizenship by investment, or what we refer to as a CBI program. Nice. Now, it's likely that the current standoff between Republic Bank Grenada Limited and the Bank and General Workers Union, it could go to arbitration. Let's do this as quickly as possible so that we can get an end to this impasse. Month end is coming up, Good. Government officials are confirming that the new year contract workers, contract workers will no longer be responsible for going to the NIS to pay the contributions, as government aims to ensure that all contributions are made to the National Insurance Scheme going forward. Now, in essence, what they are going to do is, if you're a contract, there are some contracts that they pay you the full thing, and you have your NIS to pay on your own. Now, some people haven't been paying it. So what is happening is that from next year, January, they are going to deduct the NIS payments before they, disburse the funds to you. And as we looked at it yesterday, the introduction of Grenadian history to the Forms 1 and 2 students, that's a real good thing. These are the buzzing stories basically this morning. However, this morning with the build up to the carnival, we are going to try to engage as much of that aspect as possible. So this morning I'm having 2 interviews with Calypsonians. Firstly, I will be having Sour-Serpent together with Big J, and then after that I have Rootsman Kelly coming in to talk with his fans. Yeah, so we look forward to that engagement. So I don't know how much time we'll have for the conversation per se this morning, but it's all part of the process. All right. So once again, let's look at it. The word of the day, ameliorate, and it's the formal word that means to make something such as a problem better or more tolerable. The thought of the day, a difficult time can be more readily endured if we retain the conviction that our existence holds a purpose, a cause to pursue, a person to love, or a goal to achieve. Yeah, always remember that when the tough times come up. Okay, let's see what's happening before I run off to do the news. What's happening on our Facebook page. Hilda Wells, good morning, blessings, Gordon, and to all. Desmond Clovey, good Friday morning, everyone. Paula Paul, good morning, Mr. Innocent and my Grenada people. Happy blessed Friday to everyone. Mary Ebang says good morning. Regan Mendez, you're pronouncing the word of the day wrong. Okay, all right. I'll work on that. Arthur Langayan, good rainy Friday morning from Brooklyn. Okay, it's raining in Brooklyn. Lucille Pascal says good morning. Anne-Marie Thomas, good morning, GBN family. Wishing everyone a blessed and safe day and an enjoyable weekend. Joylyn Barry, my dear GBN radio station, I'm saying good morning to one and all this morning. To you all, especially our dear one, Innocent, at the front desk, good morning. Have yourself a great day and a safe weekend. Cassandra Phillip says good morning all. Folks, we've got to do the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather. Those of you who are here with me on Classic, those of you who are on the television platform, we've got the rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Stick and stay with us. We'll be back after the news.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Offer ends August 31st, 2023. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits.
Good evening, I'm Kenroy Batiste. The International Monetary Fund is predicting economic growth of 3.9% for Grenada in 2023. Christina John reports.
On Wednesday, the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, released its latest assessment of Grenada's recent economic performance. The report states that the Grenadian economy grew strongly in 2022 by 6.4% and is on track to expand further in 2023 by 3.9%, surpassing initial projections for both years. It notes that global inflationary pressures were lessened by the government's swift policy response, including including subsidizing basic food and fuel prices. The IMF indicated that public finances remain strong and public debt is back on a downward path and is assessed to be sustainable. The financial sector is stable, liquid, and resilient to shocks amid tightening global financial conditions. The IMF's evaluation also highlights key recommendations to strengthen and build resilience of the Grenadian economy, including improving competitiveness in tourism, agriculture, and other sectors, better targeting of social assistance programs, increasing the efficiency of both tax and public spending, and reforming the national insurance and public sector pension schemes. Minister for Finance Dennis Cornwall noted that the solid economic performance and outlook of the Grenadian economy is a testament to the sound policies implemented by this government, including the payment of retroactive public sector pensions, measures to reduce the impact of food and fuel prices on the population, and measures to improve the implementation rate of key projects. The publication of the report follows approval by the IMF's Executive Board on the 17th July 2023. The previous assessment was conducted in May of 2022. The IMF report highlights Grenada's achievement in navigating the recent crisis, fostering robust economic growth, implementing prudent fiscal policies, and undertaking comprehensive structural reforms, underscoring government's prudent economic management in the past year. Grenada is on a 12-month review cycle. The next assessment will take place around May 2024. Christelina John, GBN News.
All 5 Grenadian students pursuing higher education at Midwestern State University in Texas in the United States have secured the prestigious Good Neighbor Scholarship. They are Jesse Green, Nabusha Sutherland, Aileen Church, Ethan Bailey, and Sajetsky McBurney. International Recruitment and Retention Specialist in the Office of Global Education, Camila Tobin Blair, said Midwestern State University, Texas receives students predominantly from OECS countries every year. This year, 9 countries represent Midwestern State University, Texas in the program. She said it is remarkable that 5 students from Grenada were recipients of scholarships out of the 10 allotted spots in the entire state of Texas. Midwestern State University will be the home of 25 Good Neighbor Scholarship recipients for the 2023-2024 academic year. We can tell you, too, the Good Neighbor Scholarship is a tuition assistance program for students from nations in the Western Hemisphere. It encourages students to pursue and complete their higher education in the state of Texas. Other news, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell is urging parents not to use the Grand Bacolet Juvenile Rehabilitation and Treatment Center as a first option to correct their children's misbehaviors. More details in this report.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell is appealing to parents and guardians to not allow the Grand Bacolet Juvenile Rehabilitation and Treatment Center to become a place where children are dumped for minor mistakes, which can be corrected within the home. The Prime Minister said there's a certain stigma that is associated with having been admitted to the juvenile center. With that in mind, he believes it is critical to minimize the number of young boys and girls entering the facility.
What struck me is the age at which the young men in particular are at this stage. We're talking young men as young as 11, 8 and 9. And when you speak with them, in many instances they should not be at the center, because you have instances where they may engage in what is normal boyhood behavioral challenges, disobeying a parental instruction, eating a loaf of bread when it's your sister's bread and it's not yours. And oftentimes our parents call on the authorities to then take their sons away, and it's parenting issues. So to a large extent, we need to ensure that we do not stigmatize young men simply because they may be robust in their response, or like like any young man growing up, they may not obey commands given by their parents or by an elder sibling and criminalize them.
Prime Minister Mitchell said the facility must be treated as a center where youth who have breached the law can be rehabilitated, then reintegrated into society through a comprehensive program. It is not a prison, he stated.
But secondly, I think it is critical that while they are there, we do not treat it as a prison. And to be honest, the minister knows, I think the management knows that is one of the things that we must change. Because the past approach has been to treat it as if it's a prison and to treat the young men and women as if they're in prison. Right? And the focus has to be on rehabilitation and not treating them as criminals and treating them as prisoners. So basic amenities, their beds, they don't even have closets, they have lockers. And when you look at the state of the lockers, you couldn't even put canned goods in the lockers, and they're expected to put their clothing there.
Following a visit to the center, the Prime Minister said time must be spent with the youth with the intention to understand their behavior before punishment is meted out to them.
The visit lasted much longer than anticipated because oftentimes that's all a young person wants. They want the opportunity to be engaged, for someone to speak with them, to hear their version of things, to hear how they perceive or see the world. And we have to do a lot more of that, so that persons do not feel the first time you make a mistake or the first time you say something you should not have said, or you speak in a manner you should not have spoken, or you behave in a manner you should not have behaved, that you end up in a situation where you're confined and treated as if you are beyond redemption.
Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Now, the Royal Grenada Police Force is warning against the excessive use of what it considers legal drugs during the festive season. Corporal Sherwin Noel, attached to the Community Relations Department, said the RGPF has noticed an increase in the abuse of pharmaceuticals, such as cough medicine, as a means of getting high.
It is carnival season, and too often we are seeing this hike or this spike in the number of accidents and incidences arising over the use of drugs. And when we say drugs, as I mentioned before, we want to highlight, yes, illegal drugs, narcotics, and so on, but we also want to focus on persons abusing things that might be legal, but they can alter or interfere with your judgment and so on. So we're speaking here about the persons who use the cough syrup and so on, while they're on walk.
Corporal Noel said people have integrated the use of alcohol and other drugs into their daily activities, forgetting its illegality in many circumstances.
And what tends to happen is initially you may feel that you have it under control because you're on walk. You may say, okay, let me go to the bar this morning and drink one beer, and then you suck a mint and you return, hoping that nobody wouldn't detect that you run off to consume some alcohol. But then it becomes a habit whereby you think that you can always do it, and you start consuming more and more, and becomes a part of you. And then eventually what would happen is that you become comfortable using so much that you use it and you drive, you use it, you go to the functions, and you get indulged in misconduct and bad behavior, and that results in you becoming a statistic on what we see becoming in conflict with the law and so on.
The new National Party is calling for a comprehensive review of security measures and protocols to ensure their effectiveness amid the escalating crime rate in the country. This is among the actions being proposed by the main opposition party, which is calling for a united front to address the issue of crime. Nisha Paul tells us more.
The new National Party has added its voice to the call for a collaborative approach to addressing the festering issue of crime in the country. The party, which expressed deep concern with the recent surge in murders, suicides, and illegal gun-related activities, said immediate action against crime is imperative, especially as we approach the carnival season and the anticipated large crowds at events and increasing reduce alcohol consumption. In a recent news release, political leader and former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell said, and I quote, "We at the NNP acknowledge an urgent need for comprehensive measures to address these issues and restore the peace and security to our society, of which we are all accustomed. NNP firmly believes that a collaborative approach engaging various stakeholders is crucial in effectively combating the crime situation and ensuring the safety of our citizens and visitors." End quote. The main opposition party believes that crime often stems from underlying social issues and the lack of proper mental health support, and is suggesting increased psychosocial assistance programs to address the needs of individuals at risk of engaging in criminal activities. It says that by lifting people out of poverty and addressing social inequalities, we can create an environment where crime is less likely to thrive. The NNP continues to advocate for the reinstatement of the $150 removed from participants in the SEED program, especially considering the sharp inflation currently being experienced. The release said, and I quote, "Addressing crime requires addressing the socio-economic disparities. The NNP proposes focusing on vulnerable families and communities by providing them with necessary resources, opportunities, and support systems." End quote. To date, there have been 14 homicides and 6 suicides recorded in Grenada. As police officers crack down on gun-related crimes, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell disclosed on Monday that 31 illegal firearms have been intercepted by members of the Royal Grenada Police Force so far for this year. He addressed the issue of violent crimes in the country at a press conference in St. George's on Monday.
And so it's absolutely critical that when we look at these situations, that we ensure that we take a preventative approach to the loss of life rather than a reactionary approach. And certainly we accept the Royal Grenada Police Force, which has the responsibility for law and order in our society, will have to do more. Therefore, that beefing up our screening and our security at our ports of entry, particularly at the seaport, is going to be critical. And so the Grenada Ports Authority is taking steps to be able to get the necessary screening that can allow for the screening of barrels and so on, so that we can detect attempts at introducing illegal firearms into our communities.
The RGPF has been advocating for a community approach to addressing crime in the country. Statistics previously disclosed shows a reduction in crimes at the end of May, 2 months after recording an 8.4% increase at the end of March this year. Statistics previously disclosed shows a reduction in crimes at the end of May, 2 months after recording an 8.4% increase at the end of March this year. There has been a 1.4% increase in harm offenses and a 6.6% increase in assault offenses. The data shows that property-related offenses increased by 21% at the end of March compared to 2022 figures, however, reduced to 17% at the end of May. There has also been a 46% reduction in sex crimes compared to the same period last year. The main opposition New National Party calls for religious leaders to speak out against violence and negative behaviors, offer spiritual guidance, and actively engage their congregations and the nation on a whole to promote peaceful coexistence. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
All right, so the Associate Vice President of the Center for Global Studies at Western Illinois State University and a small team will be in Carriacou on July 21 to give young people on the sister islands an opportunity to gain information about colleges and universities in Canada and the United States. Young people on the mainland had a similar opportunity a few weeks ago. Sarana Mitchell from the Government Information Service reports.
In keeping with the ministry's thrust to have at least one university graduate in each household in the country, the Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture, in collaboration with Associate Vice President of the Center for Global Studies at Western Illinois State University, Dr. Randy Glean, will on Friday 21st July pay a visit to Carriacou to share information about universities in America and Canada. The team will be at the Resource Center in Carriacou from 12 noon until 2 in the afternoon. On June 9th, several young people flocked to the Grenada Trade Center to gain information from representatives from Western Illinois State University, Southeast Missouri State, Northwest Missouri State University, State University of New York Brockport, University of Guelph, Ontario, Canada, and St. George's University. Some of the attendees shared their thoughts about the initiative with us.
You know, us being in Grenada, we aren't really given any incentive to go out into the world or anything. So just the fact that people are coming from all over, such as Canada, North America, to come and encourage us to look into this stuff and basically mobilize us, I think it's a good thing.
This was supposed to help us figure out more about what we want to do and create more opportunities for us, and I think that's such a great thing, especially amongst each of us, because we come from a school in the countryside, especially, so yeah.
The name of your school and where are you from?
I am from St. Patrick's, and my school is Grenada Seventh-day Adventist Comprehensive School.
I think it's a great opportunity because it gives students the ability to, see options that they can choose to venture out into their studies and such. So yeah, it's really a good opportunity for students.
Personally, I think it's a great opportunity because there are people that may not see it fit financially that can do this or that can go to a school that they want to go to. So I find it's great that the schools are coming here and getting us involved, even seeing that it's not within the Caribbean, seeing that it's bigger countries. I find it's a great thing that they are doing for us.
I saw you speaking with the NIS team. Could you share with us what that conversation went like?
Well, they basically shared with me opportunities to financial assistance, to provide myself financial assistance in order for me to complete my master's degree. So that is basically what I spoke to them about.
Young people are encouraged to come out for the information session at the Resource Center in Carriacou on July 21st. Sarana Mitchell reporting.
Inter-Caribbean Airways has issued a statement warning of further delays in service delivery as a result of what it says are unforeseen temporary staffing issues. Here's the report.
The statement reads, and I quote, "Over the past week, Inter-Caribbean Airways has experienced a number of interruptions that have caused frustration and inconvenience for passengers across the network. Due to unforeseen temporary staffing issues, it will likely take a few additional days for schedules to return to normal. Conscious that punctuality is a key component in air travel, we are making every effort to mitigate future disruptions. We regret that communication lapses exacerbated the negative experience for our valued passengers," unquote. Lydon Gardner, founder and chairman of Inter-Caribbean Airways, also noted that, and I quote, "While flight disruptions are not unusual with any airlines, we take responsibility for the situation and are working to improve customer service and communication." He said during these difficult times, "I request our passengers show understanding and patience towards our frontline ambassadors who are working tirelessly to assist you. Our team is doing everything possible to meet your needs and ensure your safety and comfort during your journey," unquote. In June this year, Inter-Caribbean added 7 ATR-42 to their fleet. These new large aircrafts are beginning to transition into service over the coming weeks and months. Additionally, the statement says the company is implementing a robust back-end communication system to enhance passenger notifications and proactively inform travelers when their flights are delayed or cancelled. The airline notes their continued efforts to rectify the situation, encouraging passengers to stay updated on their flight status through their website and customer service channels. Intercaribbean operates flights between several Caribbean islands, including Antigua and Barbuda, the Bahamas, the British Virgin Islands, Cuba, Dominica, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, St. Lucia, Barbados, and Grenada. Intercaribbean Airways Limited is a regional airline based in the Turks and Caicos Islands, a British overseas territory. Christelina John, GBN News.
This evening's I Saw submission challenges your imagination. Let's take a peek into the GBN I Saw lens.
Our citizen journalist tonight is leaving it up to the viewers to decipher these photos. They submitted these photographs and a video, asking members of the public to share their interpretations of what formations they see in the clouds. You can share your comments via our Facebook page or send them via WhatsApp or our other social media platforms when you share your photo and video submissions. Our ISO number is 405-3052.
At the NIS, our team proudly works to support the evolving needs of Grenadians. We have made some changes to our operations and want to keep you informed. Firstly, we are happy to introduce the new unemployment benefit. This benefit will provide an insured person with 50% of his or her former income in the case of sudden unemployment. To support this benefit and other benefits we offer, it was necessary to increase the contribution rate. The contribution rate will increase gradually each year until it reaches 16% in 2031. As always, the contribution will be split between you and your employer. The pensionable age will also increase from 60 to 65 years. This increase will also be gradually reaching age 65 in 2029. Pensioners will continue to be eligible for a pension from age 60, but will receive a reduced payment. The NIS recognizes that the prices of basic customer goods are increasing globally. Therefore, we are happy to also increase the weekly minimum pension payment by 25%. Finally, we have adjusted our survivor's benefit payment to a percentage of the age pension minimum. Widows, widowers, and dependent parents will receive 100% or $58 weekly, while children will receive 50% or $29 weekly of the deceased's pension. We are here to make the transition to these new changes as clear and simple as possible. If you have any questions on how these changes impact you and your family, please contact our new informational hotline at 440-6647 or visit www.nisgrenada.org. Thank you for allowing us to be your social security provider.
Yes, Grenada, get ready for the event of the year. The Technology and Innovation Expo 2023 is coming to the Trade Center, Monroe St. George, on Friday, 4th August. Immerse yourself in a world of limitless possibilities where technology and innovation collide. Join us as we bring together the brightest minds and groundbreaking inventions under one roof. You'll experience firsthand the advancements that are shaping our world, from innovative products and services to artificial intelligence and virtual reality. This event would be the hub of transformative ideas, emerging trends, and platforms for startups to the showcasing of innovations, forging partnerships, and unlocking new opportunities. Save the date, Friday, 4th August 2023 at the Trade Center, Monroe St. George. Don't miss out on this opportunity to witness the future come to life. The Technology and Innovation Expo 2023. Call us on 456-1568, 437-1568, or email CaribbeanCodingAcademy@gmail.com to secure your spot. See you at the expo.
Republic Bank CPL 2023 will be one for the books. The most exciting cricket series, the Caribbean Premier League, is back and bigger than ever. 34 games across 5 territories and only one channel in Grenada, GBN, bringing you live ball-by-ball coverage of the Republic Bank CPL 2023 on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11, 20 on cable. From Wednesday, August 16th to Sunday, September 24th. Sponsors, get on board now. Grenada's broadcast of Republic Bank CPL 2023 is made possible by Republic Bank. We're the one for you. The National Lotteries Authority, Grenlec, and Hard On Plus.
Spice Up returns to the Esplanade Mall courtyard. Spice Up the Esplanade. Every Wednesday and Friday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Spice Up the Esplanade. Your all-in-one Spice Mass event. Get a taste of everything Carnival. From music to mass to food to fashion. All things Carnival in one place. Esplanade Mall, July 7th to August 11th. Don't you miss it.
So it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every FET advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Carriacou is the place to be. August 4th to the 7th for the 50th year of the Carriacou Regatta Festival. The Carriacou Regatta Festival, which is the longest sailing event in the region, is celebrated under the theme Timeless Culture on the Sea. Come join us for 4 days of exciting and competitive boat racing from Friday to Monday. Fun games, day and night parties, road marathon, Miss Teen Regatta, night boat cruises, the foreign artist show, donkey race, and greasy pole are some of the activities to look forward to. For more info, contact the Regatta Jumper on 473-443-7930. The Carriacou Regatta Festival 2023, August 4th to the 7th. Sail by day, party by night. Carriacou welcomes you.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
Get ready to catch all the action. The CPL returns August 16th to September 24th. Be watching.
Grenada's broadcast of Republic Bank CPL 2023 is made possible by Republic Bank. We're the one for you. The National Lotteries Authority, Grenlec, and Hard On Plus.
Nice. Good morning. How are we doing this morning? It's 18 minutes after 7 o'clock. The conversation is on. And as I hinted to you, the carnival season is in, and I am going to give the participants of carnival all the mileage, all the exposure that they deserve. And for me, my passion is calypso, so you would expect me to lend more towards the Calypsonians. And I've got with me in the studio this morning two goodly gentlemen. One has called me Kozo, and the other one is a good colleague of mine. So to my immediate right, he might look like Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder this morning, but that's not the case. Immediate right, Sean Sour-Serpent Niles, and to his right is Jason Big J Joseph. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning to you, and good morning to the listening public, Grenada, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean and the world.
All right. We're talking together this morning. Sour-Serpent, Big J. Well, Sour-Serpent first. How was the season going?
Well, quiet but okay for me. I mean, I've rehearsed once and had one show, but it's quiet but okay.
What are your selections? What are the selections? I presume you're competing, right?
Oh, most definitely. I would never say I'm not competing and then compete. So I would always be competing.
All right. And what are the selections you're doing for the competition?
The Scholars of Calypso. And no airs.
No airs. Mm-hmm. All right. And well, you know, there are folks who would want to get an insight as to the composition. The Scholars of Calypso. Tell me what it's about.
The Scholars of Calypso is a true double meaning, a true piece of satire. And when I say true, I mean it's been echoed for the longest while. The General of Calypso in Grenada here, Finney Jeffrey, has intimated many times that he wanted to leave. But last year he made something looking kind of official, last and on the stage and all of that. And the fans are saying, I heard people through the grapevine saying, hey, well, this scholar go Calypso done, this scholar thing, I don't go in there, that show again, Kaiso ain't gonna be the same. So that Calypso is to set them at ease and let them know that you have many scholars of Calypso.
Okay.
One gone here missing nothing.
Okay. All right, and no airs.
Well, no airs. It just pivots and around that last case where that little incident in Boca Secondary School, where that somebody unfortunately almost lost the air, so I use that as a vessel to remind kids and to tell people, hey, she learning to hear. Since I small, my mother ringing my ears and she saying, boy, you must hear, you ears hard, you must hear. And to my great surprise, after all that, children still not hearing, young people still hearing. So I'm saying, well, you know what, maybe you don't need the ears after all. So the nurses and doctors, they waste the time and stitches, they could attend to a sore foot instead. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Big J, how's the season going for you, man?
Wow, the season. I should say, fortunately, I had 2 shows. Yeah, not too bad a season. There's a little buzz around Big J this year.
But that's always been the case.
And so I'm looking forward. But so far, so good, sir.
Yeah. And what are the selections you'll be doing this year?
Well, firstly, who beating who?
Tell us about that song.
Okay, then. So that song's deplete that we have an organization in Grenada here called GNOW.
Yes.
Who represent women.
Yes.
And so I got a phone.
Who do you represent? Women?
Nah. Don't try to tell me. I think I think it's Grenada organization for women. Yeah. And so I got a call from them, and they was kind of concerned with women. So they was that time when they stood up and stuff, because there is a kind of what you call decay. Our men is not taking the forefront. They're not doing what they're supposed to, in layman terms. Yeah. And so I saw it fit to together with my pen pal here to address it.
Okay.
And so this song kind of saying who is the person who's getting real licks. Who getting the real licks.
And my favorite song for the season, My Voice.
Well, the voice speaks for itself. I mean, you know how it is already. They say Big J voice big, rusty. It's not the best one for Calypso and stuff like that. So
you went out and looked for help.
I went out and looked for it, and luckily I got Randall and Miss Jarvis, and then they came to my aid, and even my good friend Innocent, who has a beautiful voice. And so
he had a big voice.
And so again,
what's about the lady who went down in Faizabad and check?
Oh, this is a lady who really put me on track, because she's the one who really made me understand what here, boy. But that is not R&B. It's Calypso, and I think you are the best voice. So she kind of rebuilt some confidence and things. So,
all right, folks out there, I'm speaking with Sour-Serpent and Big J, Calypsonians, and we're looking at the selections for the season. Don't forget, after Sour-Serpent and Big J, I've got Rootsman Kelly. He's already in the studio. He's going to join us. But let's listen to a couple of the selections from the gentlemen. You can call in and speak with them if you're so inclined. Let's do that. No airs. Let's take on No Airs from Sour-Serpent first.
All you must hear, if you don't have use for airs, well, if you use it, it shouldn't matter.
You know the numbers, right? 435-2041. Yeah. No airs.
I talk to them, I begging them, they don't want to hear. I sing for them, I write for them, they don't want to hear. How they expect me to show sympathy to the boy who almost lost his airs recently. I talk about education, they don't want to hear. Make a meaningful contribution, they don't want to hear. I talk about youth violence, they don't want to hear. This thing ain't making no sense, they don't want to hear. I talk to them about jail and grave, yet for all this thing won't behave. Young people ain't listening, they doing their own thing, the way they behaving, like they had a hearing, but who can hear go feel, like the motto I have up still. And if you ain't use it, I think you should lose it. So all them doctors and nurses, you wish you was on your stitches. Children nowadays, no high use for airs, no high use for airs, no high use for airs. Brandon and the Piers, ain't go miss the airs.
Nice. So, what was going through your mind when you were really penning this song?
Nothing. First of all, I don't pen any songs, right? And it's not a boast, but I've never taken a pen and wrote a song in 20 years. All I do is all in the head, and that's it. By now, the populace must realize that that's just my style. I don't like straight kaiso. I don't like to beat around the bush and try to come up with a song that people do already and them kind of thing. If I reached to that point, I would not be singing, right? So it's just me, just my personality.
So let me ask you this, as a composer, right? What frame of mind do you go in when you have to compose in your head?
I'm always in that frame of mind. If you speak to me on a regular day, that's how I speak. I mean, my grandfather was like that. right? I'm looking at the doorknob here right now, and subliminally, something could come to mind on the doorknob. You know, so
because look, when the sitting arrangement here this morning, I put you in the middle, and just like that, you say big jet. Thought you say nobody can come between you and innocent.
Right. So I honestly, I'm innocent. I don't know what's going on.
Right. So, somebody wants to say hi. Let's take this call. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Gordon.
Morning. Welcome.
I just want a brief moment, please, to share some information with your listening and viewing audience. I represent the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, and my name is Kevin Frederick. I'm the Public Information and Communication.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, the team from the St. George's Health Center will be engaging in what we call our vaccination mop-up campaign. That will be done in the Tempe and Mount Parnassus areas. That is going to take place tomorrow, God's willing, between 9 o'clock and 12 midday. And what we want is for the parents and guardians with children between the ages of 0 to 5 years. The nurses will be in the area. You are approaching the nurses with your child's vaccination records so that our nurses can review the records and administer the vaccines to the children who would have missed it. We will also be doing the same thing on the Saturday the 29th between 9 and 12, again for the kids, but this time it will be in-house. So we're coming out tomorrow, but next week you will have to visit us at the health center. Now that is extremely important, and I'll tell you why. Measles is on the rise again. We feel like people, reporting measles here and there, and we know measles is extremely contagious, and also it can be painful for children. So, for example, children who would have missed the MMR, which we call measles, mumps, and rubella vaccines, they should capitalize on that opportunity to ensure that their children's vaccination status.
All right. Okay, caller, tell you what, just because that really wasn't the topic we're dealing with this morning, but I engage you. So, the important points here, the vaccination is when and where?
Well, on tomorrow, the 22nd July, that is going to be at Tempe and Mount Parnassus area, so people can actually come out. And like I said, next week it is going to be in-house. Okay. So I was basically finished.
Okay. Thank you, caller. Thank you very much for the information. You got a song there?
Well, Kaiso facilitates all that. It's information. It's edification, enlightenment, and.
Okay. Let's just go to. This one is controversial. People, I mean, besides being here, I interact. When I play these songs, I go and I interact in the population and get a feel. So, this one is, people are listening to this one. As a matter of fact, people are calling me. There's a very prominent lady that calls. She calls and she says, I want to hear more scholars.
Calypso. There will never be another scholar, not down here in Grenada. He was special indeed, he could never be duplicated. Well, I laugh until I cry, cause I know there's a bag of line. The whole of Grenada know we have a few scholars in Calypso. Nivian is a scholar, he teaching in Florida. Philandi is a scholar, he's just as bright as his father. These two brilliant scholars never disappoint their tutors. Whenever they perform in, you must know a scholar singing. Man, just check how they rhyming. Listen how they crooning. Check pronunciation. Look out for the diction. And if you check their presentation, same cast no variation. And when them scholars singing, they don't sound like they crying. Them scholars, they master that style. Man, they getting through all the while. You see one, you see all. There's no major difference at all. So even if the old scholar gone, we have 10 minus 1. So a scholar funds rest assured. No stuff we have scholars in Calypso. The only difference I see, them scholar no more protein.
Oh yeah. Who wrote that?
You're a bacchanalist.
No,
yeah.
I'm a skilled Calypsonian.
Yeah.
Now, if you notice, this song pays a lot of homage to Finley Jeffrey, just by mentioning what the people thought he was and how irreplaceable he is.
Okay.
So
do you subscribe to that philosophy that is irreplaceable?
No, but we have a lot of scholars now, and that's what I'm saying. So this song is not about Finley Jeffrey, right? This song is about the scholars.
Okay.
The other scholars.
Okay.
Right? The bright fellas, the intelligent people. Just that. The big head boys. You know? So if I know Finley Jeffrey like he tingling, if you want to call it that. And I know he ain't going nowhere. That is why he said in the song skillfully that this time if he leave, because he left a lot of times already for 364 days.
Okay.
Right? So I think he's good for the competition. I know he ain't going. I think it's good for the competition, right? And what the competition would do is to just make the thing better. Hopefully that we will get some new scholarships, you know, and thing. But I hope he doesn't respond to this song because I ain't talking to him.
Okay.
That song doesn't speak to him.
Okay.
The song is about, sometimes we talk about somebody.
Well, let me tell you what I'm hearing in the grapevine. Scholar said, you know, that's what I'm hearing on the ground is that, okay, he really did hang up his boots and say this is it. But based on that song, he says, Sour-Serpent attacked me, so I will come back and teach him a lesson.
Well, that is good that I could tutor him in composition because I did not write about him. You understand?
So, in essence, you're looking forward to Scholar coming back?
Not looking. I know he coming. He ain't go nowhere.
Yeah.
He ain't go nowhere. Scholar going. Yeah. Scholar go about 5 times already.
Okay.
You know, last year was a grand affair. But poor roots, man. Excuse my language.
All right. Okay. All right. Let me go to Big J now because you're a bacchanalist. 26 minutes on to 8 o'clock. I'm speaking there with Sour-Serpent and Big J. This is Big J. Who beating who?
I hear Gino saying we men getting licks, but I think they playing or they are on some kind of gimmicks. Cause I don't know, Gino doesn't defend man. So to hear that now, it is a revelation. They say women getting licks all around the country, and women getting licks in all walks of society. But what had me transfixed is when they bring up the statistics. When you pass by Taxi City, women getting licks. If you check the registry, women getting licks. All graduation, women getting licks. We outnumbered 5 to 1, women getting licks. And when you go down by SGU, it's the same thing down there too. All masters and first degrees are taken by them ladies. All them vocational programs, women taking it by storm. But the only time they get beat is when some fellas want to eat. 9 times out of 10, women eating women.
We have a caller. Good morning, caller.
So one of the biggest fans, look at I here. If Scholar ain't going nowhere, and the next guy didn't go nowhere, so let me give us one for the road thing. Song and that.
Okay.
Later.
Good.
Sure, that was Porgy Cherubin.
Yeah, he sounds so.
Folks want to hear it like they have some.
Big J.
Yes, sir.
That song. How the idea came up?
Well, to be honest, so the idea was, the song was given to me about 4 years now. But now is the fittest time that I took it up because I saw the urgency, I saw the importance now to do it.
So, in essence, well, I mean,
as I mentioned earlier on, I have a pen pal.
Right. Okay.
You know.
And the pen pal is a visionary.
Of course.
Yeah. He's a seer.
He's a seer.
Yeah. He sees down the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
He sees things.
Yeah. So, and what sort of response have you been getting from the tent? Did you do that song in the tent as yet?
Of course. As a matter of fact, I got encore
with this song.
Yeah.
Wow.
And and that was the opening at the tent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's about this one, which happens to be my favorite?
Boy, what is the problem with my voice? Me head hurting for satin. Boy, what is my problem in Calypsos? Me heart aching. People asking. Big J, why the hell did I treat you so? So I strike up a conversation with two judges in the answer. They say you are the people's choice, but we just don't like your voice. They want me to check Miss Ramdani. She will help me with me melody, telling me to check out Randall. It will help fine-tune my vocals. They want me sing nice. They don't like me voice. They want me sing nice. They don't like me voice. And I saw
what do you want to sing?
Parents boxing school child. Sex in school gone so wild. The problems with bullies still persist. A poor boy was forced to suck another one penis. Sex crimes keep on rising, XCDs are alarming. All our young men in jail, while fathers playing the tail. I don't come and make kicks. My voice have to match my lyrics. And if I sing as far on, man then go take me on. Check Stalin and Shadow. Two big rusty boys in Calypso. And my favorite group. Boy, I never hear things so. Oh no. But in order to win the crown, man, they want me to come it on. They want me sing, whoa, yo, yo. They want me sing nice. They don't like me, boy.
Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I really enjoying that.
Pele Dabo, good morning.
Yes, good morning. And okay.
You need to turn down your volume, you know that, Pele?
Yes, no, going outside. Ask Sour-Serpent if he have it. Just ask him that, and then he'll explain it for you.
If what?
If he has it.
Okay.
Big J, I love the acapella, and you know me, I like to suggest that'd be nice to bring two, three Calypsonians every morning and let you have us as we go forward, because it's like hearing calypsos on radio in Grenada is like seeing a pregnant foal, you know. That's not impossible.
Stop it.
But anyway, I enjoy it, and I'd like to wish you guys all the best and good luck for the season. I mean, Calypso is the only person missing is you. I don't know why I didn't win anything, but say what.
Don't watch that.
So I'm listening, and guys, I'm happy. Oh, tell Big J, when he go by Miss Gray, he could have a Guinness on me.
Okay.
And tell Well, Sour-Serpent, well, try Juicy Kulu, you can get it. Bye-bye.
All right.
Yeah, thank you very much. All right, we're running out of time because Kelly getting edgy outside. So, Serpent, what do you think are your prospects for the competition 2023?
My prospects are the same. Once I bring fantastic calypsos to the listeners and calypso fans, I'm elated. For me, that's a crown. But more so, I really want the standard of the competition to remain high. You have Rootsman, who is doing a fantastic job. A nice one this year. I don't know the other one in yet. We have Big J here, who is a real keen competitor. And if Finley Jeffries back, that'll be fantastic for the competition. He's a keen competitor. That gives the competition some if you want to call it that. So scholar, you know, it's all love. If you're back, well you're back, but you will be back behind me and Big J this time around in the results.
What?
So if you're back, you're staying back, brother.
Skulls, you're hearing that?
Let's go.
I could imagine Scholar sit down there and he pull in the bed. You go
Soap and buys. What don't do soap and buy? Soap and buy, Big J. What? Shooting his alley talking on the radio there.
Big J, what do you think are your prospects for the season?
Well, I'm looking forward. I'm excited for the season. I'm gonna give my all. You know, I have some fan base out there, and some of them is young. Most soca fan base. You know, kind of leaning over to support and stuff. So I'm gonna give my best shot. Innocent, and you know, I'm just looking forward for good things.
All right. Well, I'd like to take the opportunity and wish both of you all the best that can be had in the season. And at the end of the day, let the art form win.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, let the art form win.
And just before you run, I just like to take this opportunity to wish all the Calypsonians, all the artists out there, a wonderful season, my brother.
All right.
Thank you for having us.
The pleasure is always, you know, that's what we go do here. Once Innocent here, that's what we go do. You know what I'm saying? Folks, we gotta take that break. When we resume, we've got Roostman Kelly.
Traditional Mass, the foundation of our carnival. It's where it all started. So on Saturday, July 29th, over 10 traditional mass bands will showcase our rich and deeply diverse traditional mass. Let's go to Hero Square, Victoria, in St. Mark from 3 p.m. Come see the Short Knee, Maypole, Wild Indians, Mocha Jumbies, and Beko as they parade the streets. Capture the experience, the color, the sights and sounds of what's truly ours. With free admission for the entire family. Log on to www.spicemassgrenada.com for everything carnival. Traditional Mass Festival, Saturday, July 29th, Hero Square, Victoria. Spice Up returns to the Esplanade Mall Courtyard. Spice Up, the Esplanade. Every Wednesday and Friday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Spice Up, the Esplanade. Your all-in-one Spice Mass event. Get a taste of everything carnival. From music to mass to food to fashion. All things carnival in one place. Esplanade Mall, July 7th to August 11th. Don't you miss it.
Of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Hi, my name is Dwayne Thompson, co-owner and founder of Grenada Tours, Taxi and Rental. We provide transportation tours in the field of tourism. Being in the field of tourism, the pandemic have taught us that we need all the help we can get, which the NIF has been very helpful in doing so. But as a small business owner, we are even more excited right now with the new initiative that the NIF have launched, providing a little bit more flexibility for small businesses like ourselves. So we definitely encourage all of the small business to consider getting on board with the NIF and this new initiative that allows the level of flexibility that they have implemented.
Republic Bank CPL 2023 will be one for the books. The most exciting cricket series, the Caribbean Premier League, is back and bigger than ever. 34 games across 5 territories and only one channel in Grenada, GBN, bringing you live ball-by-ball coverage of the Republic Bank CPL 2023 on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11, 20 on cable, from Wednesday, August 16th to Sunday, September 24th. Sponsors, get on board now. Grenada's broadcast of Republic Bank CPL 2023 is made possible by Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. How are we doing? It's 13 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and as I promised you, one of my New Year's resolutions was try my best to keep promises. And so I have with me in the studio, I don't know if it's to call him a good friend or not, but it's, we, as we would say, we go way back. Rootsman Kelly Klein. Rootsman, good morning.
Good morning, innocent. Good morning to the listening audience. Boy, Jesus Christ, you say, call no man good.
How are you doing?
I'm a friend. I'm alright.
Yeah, how's the season going?
Very good, fantastic, man.
Yeah? Okay. Could you come a little closer to the mic?
Of course.
Nice, lovely. Right. That better. Yeah, so your tent launched 2 weeks ago, and what sort of response have you been getting?
Well, I could change my name after the second show and start calling me Mr. Anko.
Mr. Anko? Okay.
Every time I perform, it was only 2 shows we had so far, but the response was really, really good, tremendous, Okay. Anko's on both occasions. So yeah.
So what's your feeling inside?
Well, it's a really good feeling again this year, because my main focus is to please the audience, to please my fans, and my fans has already been pleased with the max.
Okay.
According to Fat Man George, I win already.
Folks, let's take a listen. This is one of Rootsman's compositions for 2023. He calls this one Die Nuttin', and this one has been burning the airwaves. Let's take a listen to Die Nuttin'.
Sing about in 2023, cause you see that nothing ain't happening right now in the country. All the mail is done, the confusion done, the government ain't doing no wrong. You won't get the opportunity to cry the NDC down. You have to wait for something to happen to compose a calypso hit, because I could write a song about nothing. The people go still love it, cause I am the kind of composer who could put lyrics together. Not only I could take nothing and get sweet music. Like when they keep jumping the money and they take back poor people 150, you tell me, why not? So not because Dr. Mitchell and Delma find yourself in a bitter dilemma. Die nothing, die nothing. And if the PM run out from in finance and he live Cornwall in a monkey pants, die nothing, die nothing. So if Kit Mitchell say he don't want Peter to be an NP political leader, die nothing, singing but nothing. So I hope you ain't digging nothing. This song is but nothing. So I hope you ain't digging nothing.
You ain't digging nothing?
I hope you ain't digging nothing.
Time for me to dig past. Yeah. What was your trend of thought when you were composing this song?
Well, you know, based on last year's experience, you know, I realized Grenadians like politics because I never used to be a political commentator anyway.
Okay.
You know, I always used to touch on social issues. You know, so I was waiting for something drastic to happen so I could compose a song about. But then I see nothing is happening. You know, so I just said to Mr. Roots, man, you know, nothing to sing this year. And that's where the idea came from.
And it's not a big hit.
Well, you know, the people really gravitate to the song, you know, because I try to put a little humor in it, you know. Humor plus politics must be a success.
You've won the Calypso Monarch before. I mean, you one of the persons that came through the rank and files of Calypso, junior and progress right into the senior. You won the junior Calypso Monarch already as well, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Right, and you've gotten a taste in the national Calypso competition. So, what's the feeling for this year? You have a similar feeling as when you won in what was 2017?
2017. Yeah, well, you know, I can't be playing football and be the referee at the same time, but you know, I think my chances are really good this year. You know, looking at all the people gravitate to the song. Well, as a matter of fact, people always love my material. You know, I don't want to blow my own whistle, but you know.
No, but I mean, okay, let me blow it for you. I've interacted with you on a personal level. I mean, outside of the Calypso arena, friends going in one another's house and so forth, and interacting in the communities. You are just a naturally loved person. All right.
Well, I hope so.
Well, I mean, general consensus.
Yeah, you know, yeah. The feeling is really good this year, you know, to answer the question. I think I have a very good chance of, you know, placing very high, you know.
What you felt about last year's results?
Well,
last year you placed second to Jeff.
Placed second, yeah. And you know, the response last year was very similar to this year. You know, I remember teacher Nikki telling me this year when he heard this song, Die Nothing, for the first time. He said, I think this song would have the same impact as Polycomedian last year, you know, because, you know, every show I sang Polycomedian last year, I had an encore as well. You know, but then you never know. My aim is just to do my best.
I did not ask you your aim. I asked you what was your feeling after the competition last year.
Well,
this morning I want to be a bacchanalist.
Yeah, when I performed last year, especially after performing the second song, I really thought that I had it in the bag, to be honest.
You thought you won?
I thought I won, you know. Even when the result was calling out, I was among some folks, some friends and other people, and you know, when they heard certain names call, you know, Sour-Serpent and some of the guys, rest of the guys' name call, and two names remain was myself and Scott. They started pushing me forward and say, go collect your crown, you know, Neil Williams, Mr. Neil Williams, and you know, teacher Nikki and other people who was there, Calypso lovers, Mr. Donald Williams and all these guys, and I said, no, I have to wait until because everybody thought that I had won, you know, but enough respect to Scholar, my boss, because I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Yeah, you're fire, you're committed. Finley, you know? Mark his words carefully and give him a termination letter.
You know, I mean, the man he's not an easy man to beat in competition anyway, you know, so you know, it's due respect to him. But you know, I thought I did well last year, and I think I will do better this year.
I have a bomb to drop. I don't even know if you know about it. But folks, you've been hearing this one from Kelly, and that's the one that's been playing so far. But here's first time you're hearing this, first time playing on air. As a matter of fact, let me tell you what. I went to Rootsman Kelly's house yesterday evening to collect the song. Yeah? And the teacher Nikki, Kelly, and I, we sat and we talked for a while. I wouldn't tell you our trend of thoughts there and then, but this is the second song that Kelly will be doing in the competition. First time being played on air.
Yeah, and this song is about agriculture.
Yeah, make that emphatically clear.
This song is about agriculture. You know when to call a spade, and when to call a fork, a fork.
Let's take a listen. Whole Place, this one is called.
Yeah, the Whole Place.
This song is not about politics. It's about agriculture. I listen to victory speech. I like how they talk and preach. But plant back the clove and the nutmeg. So no Grenadian will have to beg. Although they brand the NNP, 100% of the agree. Cause I am a radical farmer. I like to plant food and ganja. But I decide I ain't taking no up. Take a plus no land and fuck it up. I see so many people volunteer. Like they want to fuck up everywhere. They say the best practice in farming is to fuck up the land before planting. Now they have a new breed. They want to fuck up the place with speed. But it's not even farmers fucking up the whole place. I see certain clean lawyers. They want to fuck up the whole place. Some of them don't need a cent to fuck up the whole place. Some of them in government. They want to fuck up the whole place. No, I can't stay quiet and just watch them do that. I can't just sit down there and watch them dig up my country. No way. This song.
Kelly, I smell in trouble. Yeah?
Carnival is about bacchanal.
Yeah? Have you performed the song in the tent?
Never.
Hold on, let's take a listen to the next one.
Agriculture used to be backbone of economy. Now the internet take over. The youth don't like agriculture. Talking about food security, eat what you grow and be happy. But with so much technology, farming should have been more easy. I see plenty people cutting grass, still using a hauler and cutlass. So put aside the politics and tell me if you don't notice. The small farmer always dirty, and most living in poverty. I don't care what they say. I ain't fucking up no way. But then I see money men fucking up the whole place. Enough of them gays and them, they want to fuck up the whole place. Some religious ministers fucking up the whole place. And some local superstars, they want to fuck up the whole place. No, I won't stay quiet and just watch them do that. I cannot sit down there.
Good morning, caller.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Not bad at all.
Congratulations for two of you. First of all, I want to thank you for this morning's program, the half an hour. I enjoyed it, 5:36. And so Kelly boy, if you remember the days that wrong boy, you used to help me a lot in that land boy. The Mark, the boy. Kelly, that is the man talking to you. And I wish you all the best.
No, good morning.
One more time. One love, Kelly.
Blessings. What was the idea in your head in this song, Kelly?
Well, this song has emphatically stated it's not about politics, it's about agriculture. I remember during the victory speech that we was encouraged, we was implored to go back to the land, you know, and a lot of people took it very seriously, you know, and they started fucking up the place and planting all kind of crops.
Bosco in Apritwood. Good morning, Bosco. Bosco planting like peas.
You know, but when I look at it, I'm a Calypsonian, I'm a construction worker. For who doesn't know, I'm a builder, you know. So I say I just can't I can't leave my construction job just to fuck up the land and plant crops. Yeah. Because when I look at the returns for the farmers, it's not as good as I would like it to be.
So you're enjoying that?
So I ain't picking up no fuck. You know, I'll stay
in your construction work. while the band chorus is being played, the instrumentation, man, it's sweet.
Yeah.
It's infectious. Who did that?
Well, for the past 2 years, you know, I've been arranging for myself, you know. I've been doing, but with this particular song, you know, there's a youth man from St. David, Romel. He's a keyboard player, man. He played some keyboard in that song. You know, the youth man is really, really good, you know. He played for our tent as well, and, you know, he work on ship and thing.
Right,
and
that guy.
Yeah, and then teacher Nicky played the guitars on that song
the
as
man
well.
that plays the guitar upside down. So he plays it like this.
You know, yeah, and the man bad, you know. The man real bad. Yeah.
Let's take a little of this as we wrap up. In case you don't know, I'm talking with Rootsman Kelly Klein. We have a caller. Let's take this call. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to you and your guests, sir.
Welcome.
Nice songs. Rootsman Kelly, nice song. You win already.
Thank you so much, my friend.
I just learned you're a construction worker. Could you build mud houses? I want a man to build a mud house for me.
Yeah, I could build anything. You know, I'm a builder. I could build anything.
Well, when I'm ready to build my mud house, I'll call you.
Thank you in advance.
Yes, blessings.
Have a good one. Hey, I'm working on commission. If you get contract based on my program, yeah. You know, Kelly, we out of time. What can your fans expect from you this year?
Well, you know, every year I think I'm trying to be better than the previous year. You know, I'm trying to improve. So, you know, look for some magic this year, you know, because I'm trying to go all out, presentation-wise, you know.
In essence, you want to bring another Cronging Canal?
Of course, you know.
And you have space for it on the veranda?
Of course. You know, I was the first Calypso monarch from the parish, you know. You know, for who doesn't know, in 2017, first time a Calypso king came to St. David in 2017. So, you know, I want to repeat that this year. You know, the first artist from St. David to bring 2 Calypso crowns to the parish, you know, and I know St. David's people would love that, you know. So look out for great things this year, you know, because I'm going all out. I'll leave no stones unturned this year.
Okay. Kelly, what I can promise you, the slot on mornings, it's kind of limited because I overrun already, but on Saturdays, from now going back, every Saturday, we have 4 hours to play with, so we can, the only difference is that we're not on TV at that time, but I'll bring you all guys back to, you know, to push. I really like what I'm hearing.
You know, Santan, you're doing a great job too, you know, man. Very few of the media personals, you know, doing such great work for the Calypso art form. You know, Calypso, I specify Calypso because, you know, we have plenty DJs and, you know, plenty media personnel pushing other genres, pushing, you know, our child. Soca is Calypso's child. Yeah. You know, and they're forgetting the parent. Yeah. You know, they're promoting the child and forget the parent, but without the parent, there's no child. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, so, you know, thank you for, you know, putting Calypso, you know, on that pedestal, you know. You're doing a great job, and I'll encourage all the other DJs and, you know, people who work in the radio stations and the TV stations to follow your example and push Kaiso.
Well, I don't have a choice, you know. I really don't have a choice. But nonetheless, folks, we've got to wrap up because we've got to join the BBC. I know I might get a warning letter from the boss this morning, but that's okay in the name of agriculture. So, folks, that's it for the program. Spoken with Big J and Sour-Serpent previously, and now I'm wrapping up with Rootsman Kelly with 2 big selections for Carnival 2023, Die Nothing and The Whole Place. Kelly, all the best for the season, man.
Thank you, and thanks for having me.
Blessings.
Thanks to all the listeners.
Folks, we've got to wrap it up here because we've got to join the BBC for as little as we can.